Hello, welcome to English 10 Honors, also known as Humbabas. My name is Miss Henry. I will be your English teacher for the 2020-2021 school year. Normally, we would meet in classroom 245, which is pictured on our Google Sites page, as well as on our Blackboard site. But alas, that is not to be for the time being, but just wanted you to have a sense of what the room would look like if we were meeting there. So, our class is world literature, and I wanted to talk a little bit about world literature through the lens of a quote from C.S. Lewis that reads as follows. In reading great literature, I become 1,000 men and yet remain myself. Like a night sky in a Greek poem, I see with a myriad eyes, but it is still I who see. Here, as in worship, in love, in moral action, and in knowing, I transcend myself and am never more myself than when I do. Some powerful words there from Mr. Lewis. And while we'll think about these words as we go through the various texts that we read, world literature is an all-consuming course. We begin with works from the ancient world, such as Gilgamesh and Antigone, and then we move on to texts from 1500 to the modern and contemporary world. In essence, tracing the history of literature itself. Quite a feat. We'll consider what questions preoccupy the society of a given era, observe how that society pondered and processed these questions in the literature, essentially kind of thinking about the human experience. So what we'll do and kind of shaping these themes in the course are within these two ideas, the journey within and without, how you transition perhaps from going as a freshman to a sophomore at TJ, the physical transition, so literally what it means to move from one place to another and the ramifications of said move. The second theme is this exploration of community and the self, how we build these relationships with one another within our individual class periods, and by extension, our hum. Again, no easy feat, but I think we're up for the task. Within that, the readings that we will encounter, which you can access the majority of them online, will kind of help us explore these ideas through that lens. Okay, this question of how a work of literature serves as both a mirror and a door to the one who studies it. It's going to be a really powerful thing to explore. Journals. I know that last year you might have had a hard copy journal. I would just ask if you would like to get a break from the screen and have a handwritten journal to put some of your ideas in that you will eventually share with the group. You're more than welcome to do that. If you would like to keep your journals electronically, that's fine too. But I know that sometimes having that opportunity to interact with something that's not the screen might be welcome. I will ask you to take leaps of faith when it comes to creativity. You will be stretched in terms of your academic prowess and what it means to think outside the box, quote unquote, if you will. And then finally, our last point is collaboration, which circles us back to this notion of this exploration of community and the self. All of these things will come together for a rigorous course, yes, to be sure, but one that we will come out of as deeper thinkers and deeper consumers of knowledge in the world. Here's to a great year.